First here at 5, a gang accused of bringing so much trouble and violence into our region has been busted.
Yeah, within the last hour, St. Louis police and the feds unveiled new information about the dismantling of what's called the 55 boys. Police say they've been working in specific areas, especially on the city's south side. 55 boys we know have been operating on the state's streets, which generally include the neighborhoods that are marked here on your screen. They hug that I-55 corridor. First Alert 4's Caroline Hecker, live at 5 from Dutchtown.
Good evening, guys. Over the last 3 years, Operation St. Louis State Streets not only nabbed those 15 gang members, but many of their guns, Glock switches, drugs, and cash. Prosecutors say this drug trafficking ring is also accused of money laundering, and of course, with that, they say comes endless violence. The streets of St. Louis City are safer tonight, as federal and local law enforcement say they've dismantled a prominent St. Louis street gang, known for being a leading seller of the drug fentanyl. Investigators say Devontae Jizzlebucks Lindsay and Andre LaHalf Pearson led the 55 boys and were sentenced to more than a decade in prison earlier this month.
This type of organized crime has no place in the city of St. Louis or our region. We know drug sales can have major ripple effects, including robbery, shootings, and violence.
Tom Kimmack owns Bierman's in Dutchtown. He took over the family bar nearly 30 years ago and says within the last 10 years, crime has been out of control.
You got people running around stealing purses, breaking into cars, robbing, strong-arm robberies, firearm robberies. It's just homeless, drug addicts roaming the streets.
He's hopeful these convictions put a dent in the crime. Police say there could be more arrests coming as the investigation into associates of these gang members continues. Well, you heard him list off there some of those criminal activity that he has seen, and prosecutors saying today a lot of that criminal activity can often be traced back to drugs, which is what this whole story is about. So coming up at 6, a little bit more about the role that prosecutors and police say these gang members played in the overall violence that's been plaguing the south side of St. Louis and what it could look like moving forward. We're live in Dutchtown tonight. Caroline Hecker, First Alert 4.